Here we go. Free football. CJ Beathard and the Jaguars taking on Jake Browning and the Bengals. Burrow out for the season, so that's why Browning is starting his second game. CJ Beathard's in because Trevor Lawrence left the game in the fourth quarter with an ankle injury, and so far CJ Beathard played pretty well. Overtime, 31-31. Beathard drove down the field, got the Jaguars in field goal position to tie the game. Then the Jags get the ball to start. CJ, former 49ers quarterback, obviously, was never very good. He was 2-10, something like that. Started a few games for the Jags as well, I believe. And he gives the ball there to ETN, who gives a nice carry. This has been a really good football game. You wouldn't expect it, but this just proves that when you have two competent backup quarterbacks, the game can still be awesome. You know, both of these defenses are pretty good, but neither quarterback has had much trouble. Jake Browning, former Washington quarterback, a guy who I watched a lot in college, didn't get much of a shot in the NFL. Practice squad guy for the Vikings for so many years. He was a Kirk Cousins backup. I'm sure he learned a lot from Kirk, learned a lot from the Vikings. And he finally gets a chance to start with the Bengals. He beat out Trevor Siemian. That's a bad play there. ETN bottled up and dropped. And it's going to be second down and long. Browning finally gets his chance this year with the Bengals. He wins the backup job over Trevor Siemian. They chose him over a guy with Siemian who has 40 NFL starts. Something about Browning just said he's a hard worker. He's got talent. He's got skill. We think he can be it. He was meant to be a draft choice, but he had a bad injury senior year of college, 2018, which is why he went undrafted. He hasn't thrown a pass until 2023. He went 2019, 20, 21, 22, 4 years without throwing a pass. He played in the preseason. There's a good throw by Beathard, but not enough, so it's going to be third down. Played in the preseason only. And this season, today, Jake Browning, 26 for 30, 315 yards, a touchdown. Also has a rushing touchdown, 22 rushing yards, and no picks. And he's got his team in a position to potentially win the game. They were up 31-28 with a minute to go. But now his defense has to make a big stop. 3rd and 7. Trips receivers out to the right, all in a bunch formation. Beathard calls his running back in. He's in shotgun. He's going to throw. Pressure coming. Runs out of the pocket. He's got an open guy down the field. Caught! Caught, and there's a flag. Wow. Calvin Ridley. Unreal. I think that's going to be a defensive... No. Oh, are they going to... Wow, a holding call. I thought that was going to be PI. And the Jaguars fans can't believe it. They thought they just made the play of the game. Because that was a hell of a throw. Where's the holding call? They're going to call him right there. Oh, man. Wow, that sucks if you're the Jaguars. Because Calvin Ridley just went up there and made a one. That's a hell of a catch right there. In coverage, down the field, great throw from your backup quarterback. And instead, the Jaguars are facing 3rd and 17. You know, I don't really have much stake in this game. I picked the Jags on my pick'ems, but everyone in my pick'ems league picked the Jags. I do really like the Jags. They're probably my second or third favorite AFC team. That was a really bad play. What are you doing? Now you got to punt. They decided to go for the screen. Honestly, makes sense. You don't... If that's Trevor Lawrence, you take a shot, get the first down. CJ Beathard, don't risk an interception. Just punt the ball. Trust your defense. Still got it. That sucks because if you're the Jaguars, you thought that was a defensive PI. You thought you just won the game. But yeah, I definitely I've always been a little bit of a Jaguars fan. I played for the Jaguars in my youth. Flag football, 3rd grade, 4th grade. So, always have a soft spot in my heart. I liked them back when they had Blake Bortles. Always kind of felt bad for them. You know, they've always been such a bad team. But I've never had any reason to dislike them. And I think, I like Trevor Lawrence, like his hair. He's a good guy. So yeah, I'd be fine if the Jaguars win. I did pick them to be the number 1 seed in the AFC this year. So if they win, great. It just helps my case, and it's a team that I like. However, I would be fine with the Bengals winning. I'm not a big Bengals fan. I'm not a big Joe Burrow guy. Never been really into LSU. Never really cared about the AFC North. I'm an NFC guy at heart, Seattle Seahawks fan. But because it's Jake Browning, I'd be pretty happy if the Bengals win too. And like I said, every single person in my Pick'ems league picked the Jags, so I'm not losing in any important games. Second place right now in my Pick'ems league, so hopefully. But I ramble. Let's go back to the game. Browning 2nd and 8. A field goal will win it for either team. And the Bengals with not great field position. Oh no, it is great field position at the 30. Browning gonna throw downfield, and it's caught. Hauled in. Wow, great catch there by Jamar Chase. And that is what he is there for. Man, he's such a good security blind. I mean, one of the reasons I think why Browning has been able to have so much success in this offense is because he has guys like Jamar Chase and the rest of that receiving core. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Higgins hasn't done much tonight. Jamar Chase really has. What's Jamar's stat line tonight? I think he might be up to 10 catches now. Yeah, 10 catches, 140 yards, and a touchdown for Jamar. How about that? Now he's going to fake the handoff, rolls out to his right, under a lot of pressure, throws, and out of bounds. That was a bit of a risky throw. Campbell was there. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to go in overtime. A lot of time off the clock. I almost wonder, could this game end in a tie? Could we see our first tie of the season between two backups? Burrow, happy about that one because it wasn't a pick. So it's 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to go in overtime. Jaguars, Bengals, and Jake Browning. Only 5 incompletions all night. Jaguars bringing the heat, and he gets it off to Mixon, who gets about 2 yards. Jaguars just, wow. They just rushed 2 linebackers on him that play. Probably smart to do. Get in his head a little bit. Get him rattled. Again, Browning makes a really smart choice. You see number 5 there off the edge and 23 coming right at him. Obviously the goal there is get him a sack, make him forget what he's even doing, but Browning makes a smart play, gets rid of the ball quickly, and they don't get any yards from it, but they don't lose any. So 3rd and 10. This is a big play here though. Cuz you're thinking, I mean, if you miss it, you got to punt. And Browning again in shotgun. Gonna throw downfield. Got his man, and he gets out of bounds. Wow. Great throw. Great play design. Jaguars just butchered the coverage. T. Higgins. Just his 3rd catch of the night. Look at that. He burned him. Oh, he burned him. 32 didn't know what was going on there. Look at this. Great move by T. Higgins. Campbell, who almost had a pick earlier tonight. That's a huge play because now you're almost a field goal range. Now you're about a first down away from winning this football game. And Browning again under center, going to hand it off. To the outside goes, is that Travion Williams? I can't tell who number 30 is. Brown? I don't know who, is it Chris Brown? It might be Chris Brown. I don't know what his first name is. And Evan McPherson, career long is 59. Right now, it's 2nd and 9 from about the 40. So this would be around 59 yards. They're about where his career long is. Now, again, McPherson, he's missed a couple game-winning kicks before in his career, so he's no guarantee. And Browning going to do a screen pass. Chase, and wow, great stiff arm by Chase, enough for the first down, and that might wrap this thing up. Maybe not to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. That could wrap this baby up. Look at this. He just stiff arm. Oh, that could be a face mask call, honestly. I'm not. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if I agree. That maybe they should have called that a face mask. But either way, they didn't, so. And now the Jaguars calling a timeout, it looks like. It's 3rd and 2. So I guess he stepped out of bounds, 3rd and 2. Man. The Jaguars, best case scenario for the Jaguars is a sack, obviously. Push him back. Because right now, they are at about the 35-yard line. So that's about a 50-yard kick, 52, 53-yard kick. The Jaguars, what they want is they want a sack, right? Push him back. Push him as far back as you can. Don't let him get the first down. Look, they might be reviewing this. Oh, they're reviewing this thing. Wow. Are they going to overturn? The ruling on the field is that he was short. From the replay there, it looks like he had the first. I think they're going to overturn this, actually. And in that case, the Bengals win. Unless there's like a fumble. If it's 3rd and 2, Jacksonville can potentially knock them out of field goal range with a sack. But if you got the first down, now it's just hand the ball off until the clock runs out of time and kick a field goal and you win. So they're saying right there he was out of bounds. I don't know if he was. That's really close. I think he's in. I think that's where he's out, and I think that's the first down. And if that's a first down, then Cincinnati is a field goal away from a game winner. But we'll see what they say. They're taking a while to figure this thing out. I mean, it's close. Don't get me wrong, it's really close. So it could definitely go either way. But we'll see what they decide. The ruling on the field is that he was short. Man. Wow. Browning tonight has been very good. And all credit to the guy. He might be about to get his first NFL victory against an 8-3 football team that is leading their division. If Trevor Lawrence is healthy, maybe it goes the other way, but Trevor wasn't healthy. And that's how the game's going to go. Doug Peterson really, at this point, is hoping that he was out of bounds. Zach Taylor thinks he's in bounds. Come on, make up your minds. Browning thinks it's good, I think. And now we have an error code on the video. Wow. And we're back in 3, 2, 1. And they're still reviewing this thing. If the Jaguars lose, they only have themselves to gain. And the ruling on the field... It looks like they are not overturning this thing. 3rd and 1. Here they go. Hand the ball off. This is where you just hand the ball off and don't lose yardage. This is where you wish you're the Philadelphia Eagles. Because you could just do a tush push, win the game like that. Jamar Chase on the sidelines. Yep, they're gearing up in heavy set. They're going to hand the ball off. You got to get 1 yard, and you win the game, essentially. Mixon is ready in the backfield. 3rd and 1. Here they go. Jaguars know what they have to do. Get right there and push him back as much as you can and force him to kick right here. Browning, ready. Are they going to push him over? Nope. Handoff. Mixon. It's through. It's through. Yup. That's going to be a first down. And that is going to win the game. That's going to do it. Wow. Barring a fumble or a missed kick, the Bengals are going to win this football game. Jake Browning and the Bengals. 34-31. That's what it's looking like. Might as well hand the ball off, try to get a touchdown while you're at it. McPherson, he's ready. Now you're well within his range. You're looking at a 48-yard field goal, first down. Browning hands it off, and they're gonna wrap him up and lose a couple yards actually. So it's second down. I guess if you lose a couple yards each play, you make the kick a little bit longer. 2nd and 10, so they're gonna give him the line of scrimmage. I would not throw the ball here. The least thing you want to do is throw an interception. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And now there's a commercial break. Wow. Well, here we go. Yeah, excellent game. Excellent game from... this is just... I didn't think two backup quarterbacks could play this well. Jake Browning's putting on a clinic. And it does call into question. You're like, okay, well, if Browning can play this well, is he a good quarterback? Or is it the system? But then does that call Joe Burrow's ability into question? I don't know. It's interesting, though. It's interesting because the Jags are a good defense, right? They've been one of the best defenses in the league. Their offense has been a struggle, but their defense has been great. So I don't think you can say, it's a bad defense. He's playing really well. Kind of reminds me of you-know-who, Brock Purdy. Right? I don't know. I'm noticing some comparisons here. Barely drafted, not drafted at all. Doesn't get his chance for a while. Okay, admittedly, Browning had to wait 4 extra years, but they come in to replace a really good quarterback on a really good team, and both have been playing really well. Even last week in the loss, Browning played really well. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but he was efficient. And we're back to the action. And here we go. The Bengals are in field goal range. It's 2nd and 10 after the 2-minute warning. Browning and shotgun going to hand it off, and Mixon's going to get about 3 yards, pushing up to the 28. So that field goal just got even more manageable. Now it's about a 46-yard kick. 45 yards. Jags going to call a timeout. 3rd down. They're going to bring him out. McPherson ready to go. 3rd and 8. Now this is smart because if he misses on 3rd and 8, he could potentially... Oh, they're not going to bring it, are they? Oh, they're going to run another play. Because if he misses on 3rd and 8, you could potentially kick it again on 4th down, I believe. But no, they're gonna run the offense. McPherson, though, is ready to go the next play. Browning in shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's not going to throw it. Hand off. Don't fumble the ball. Mixon is going to get brought down at the 30. Loss of a yard. And here we go. McPherson, he missed a game-winning kick last year against the Green Bay Packers in overtime. And I think he's missed another one against the Ravens in overtime. Don't quote me on that. So Ravens win their game back. Colts, Browns, Steelers. All 3 with backup quarterbacks. And the Bengals and Jaguars now as well with backup quarterbacks. It's crazy the amount of injuries to quarterbacks in the NFL this year. It's absurd. And here he goes. It's a 48-yard attempt. Not a gimme, but it's pretty well within his range. McPherson. Here goes. Are they going to ice him? No, they're out of timeouts. The snap. The kick. It's through. It's good. Game over. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win this. Oh, there's a flag. It looks like it's irrelevant. Bengals. Jake Browning. What are they doing? Yeah, penalties declined. Kick is good. Game over. Jake Browning, congratulations to this guy. Hard worker. He's done everything right. And now he gets his first NFL victory. And Joe Burrow couldn't be more proud. What a game. What a freaking game. Good stuff from the Bengals. First road Monday Night Football win since 1990. And you know what? Learn your lesson. That's what you do when the defense takes the week lightly because it's a backup. Anybody can burn you. The Jaguars probably didn't study the film well enough. Obviously, there's not much film to study. But the Jaguars probably went in, their defense went in thinking, we're facing a backup, we got this in the bag. And instead, no. That guy, Jake Browning, just pulled off one of the biggest upsets of the season. Wow, how about that? This is Coast to Coast Sports. We'll see you guys in the next one.